Welcome to 2015, the year of the wearables. There's no escape, and wearables are here to stay. It seems that everyone is getting into the wearable industry, and with the new year, new tech, and new players, it's becoming increasingly difficult to keep up with all these changes. But at GearBest, we want to give you an in-depth highlight into one particular product that's caught our eyes. In this review, we're taking a look at the Atongm W008 smartwatch. With over 4 colors to choose from, Atongm offers a good variety of choices for most users. But for us, we prefer the sleek look of the silver stainless steel watch face with the black band. In regards to the band, it's a texture pattern that offers a slight grip. The band feels sturdy and looks to be able to withstand normal wear and tear. As a one-size-fits-all, the band has ridges for the smallest or largest of wrists. But it's a rubberized band. And what I like to do is what I call a smell test to make sure that the plastic used is of a high quality and doesn't give off those plastic fumes. So here we go. Well, to my surprise, there's no plastic smell, but there's a slight hint of vanilla or lavender. I'm a big fan of the watch face, especially with the stainless steel accents. The rounded corners offer a bit of protection from dinks and chips. And I like how the screen is indented into the chassis as to prevent scratches on the screen. Of course, the Atongm smartwatch does come with a screen protector. Regardless though, the screen is a fingerprint magnet. With dry hands like myself, my fingerprints would still show up after a few swipes. The Atongm smartwatch forgoes the capacitive buttons and chooses to place the one-button lock and unlock button on the side. The button sits flush to the side of the edge but offers a responsive click when pressed. One thing to know about the watch face is that it's quite thick. At 12mm thick, the smartwatch may be a turnoff to some users who prefer something more subtle on their wrists. However, thickness does not mean heavier, and the watch weighs only 50 grams and is comfortable for long wearing sessions. One important thing to know about the overall design is that it is not waterproof. Because of the removable battery and the speaker grills in the front, it's not suggested to dive in a pool or even shower with a smartwatch on your wrist. To ensure longevity in the device, it's just best to avoid water. Like all watches, the most important part is how it looks when it tells you the time. The 5.4-inch screen at a resolution of 240 by 240 pixels doesn't quite offer a retina display, but to the eye test, even the smallest fonts are clear. Setting the screen at max brightness brings the screen to life. However, like even the best smartphones, the screen is difficult to see in direct sunlight. The watch interface is Atongm's custom UI, and with the responsiveness of the touchscreen, the UI feels fluid and has yet to lag or even slow down. Opening apps are quick, and it's surprising how even with only 120 megabytes of RAM, the watch can keep up. There are 4 custom themes and 2 icon themes included, and switching from theme to theme is quick and easy. Our suggestion is to use the white theme icons to give your watch a simplistic and sleek touch. When it comes to choosing a watch face, Atongm has only included 4 themes, and honestly, these designs leave much to be desired. None of these designs quite match the feel of the UI or the colors of the watch. I'm looking forward to see if Atongm will release updates to include more selections. I would actually have preferred for there to be no analog clock watch face and just have only the home screen. Oh, and here's the tip. Instead of waking the screen with a side button, 2 quick taps on the touchscreen will also wake the screen. Overall, the screen and UI works well together and offers a smooth experience. Because the W008 has SIM capabilities, most users would probably want to use a smartwatch as a phone. Installing a SIM is quick and painless. Just pop off the back panel and remove the battery. Unlock the SIM tray and insert your SIM card. This is also a good time to insert a micro SD for extra storage as the 64 megabytes of onboard storage will get eaten up in no time. Put the battery back in place and lock in the back panel and you're ready to get started. To unlock the full potential of the smartwatch, you will need to pair the smartwatch with your smartphone via Bluetooth. This opens up new functionalities such as contact sharing, phone dialer, audio streaming, notifications, and camera remote controller. Do note that notifications and camera remote controller does require you to install apps on your smartphone. We were quite eager to try out the calling feature and see the results. First, to perform a call, you are offered two choices. Choose a contact if you're connected via Bluetooth to your smartphone, or just dial a number. When making a call, if the included earphones are not plugged in, you will default to speaker mode. So let's try it out and see how it works.
Hi, welcome to Capacitive. May I take your order?
Hi, I would like to make an order for pepperoni pizza.
Okay, is that it?
Yes, that's it. While indoors, I get a pretty strong signal. Because of the MTK6268 chipset, the W008 only supports GSM 850, 900, 1800, and 1900 MHz frequencies. Be sure to check the link on the product page to see if your local carrier supports these frequency bands. When we made our call, we got to try out the speakers, and while it lacks volume and bass, it's sufficient for use indoors. Most smartwatches do not include these speakers, and we're glad that Atongm gave us this option. It's also of note that the W008 uses Yamaha speaker technology, and we'll be sure to see how this tech develops in the near future. For now, here's a sample of what music would sound like coming from these speakers.
Join to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King.
When going outdoors, however, we suggest you to use the included earphones. These earphones plug straight into the micro USB connector port. When making calls, there is a microphone controller on the earphones. On the back is also a button to pick up incoming calls. We found the earphones particularly useful when going out for jogs. By loading our songs to our micro SD card, the smartwatch functions as well as a compact MP3 player. In addition, to use the FM radio feature, you must have your earphones plugged in. The most noticeable feature on the W008 is of course its camera. The 5 megapixel wide-angle lens camera offers similar quality to most smartphones' front-facing cameras. Be sure to set your image quality and resolution to its highest before you start taking pictures. Another tip is to turn off the shutter sound as it's distracting and also a bit loud. On our test device, we found a bit of vignetting on the bottom edges of our pictures. This is likely due to the wide-angle lens capturing the black edges around the camera. Here are some sample shots that we took during our tests. Customary to most smartwatches and bands, there is a pedometer and a sleep monitor. However, we found these apps to be quite a nuisance as the pedometer requires you to actually go into the app and start tracking your steps. In addition, the sleep monitor requires you to press start to track your sleep. We would have preferred that these functions could be set to automatic tracking. There is, however, a function that's beneficial to health, and that's a sedentary reminder app. Within this app, you can set the watch to remind you every 30 minutes or an hour to get up and move around. Or for those of us who work 9 to 5 staring at a computer all day, it's a good way to rest your eyes regularly and prevent tiredness. Another interesting feature is an ebook reader app. Personally, I don't have the best vision out there, and with a 5.4-inch screen, I don't feel like it's something that I want to be reading a book off of. But for what it's worth, it is a feature for those interested. A useful feature is the phone anti-loss app. When turned on, the smartwatch will notify you by ringtone and vibration that it has lost connection with your smartphone. This is in case you happen to leave your office or restaurant without your phone. It's one of those apps that could be proved to be extremely useful. Inside each W008 smartwatch is a removable 350 mAh lithium battery. While the spec sheets suggest about 90 hours of standby time, we found that with medium use of taking a couple pictures and an hour of song listening a day and Bluetooth turned on, the battery will last about 2 days of use. If you decide to use a smartwatch as a SIM device sending text and voice calling, we found a single charge will only last about 16 hours. For general use, we suggest that you charge your W008 every night. So we've discussed the design, the apps, and all the functionalities, and the last thing I want to touch on is, of course, the price. If you head over to gearbest.com, you'll find the price of this device at roughly $80. At this price and all its benefits, the W008 is a great buy. Whether you have yet to take the leap into wearable technology or you're a seasoned veteran of smartwatches, the W008 proves to pack quite a punch without the heavy costs. While we believe later upgrades of this device could easily fix some of the issues we have with it, the Atongm W008 has delivered a fun and unique experience to all users. But don't take my word for it, get yours today in black, white, silver, and orange and see for yourself. And finally, welcome to the wearable era.